I'm Dante. I run Dante Sports Data. We find the most consistent players and teams across all sports every single day so you don't have to guess. Today we're going to be doing a video on a question I get a lot, and that is, what is a ladder challenge, how do they work, and how you can turn $20 into over $1,000. So a ladder challenge is where you start with a small bet amount, and for this example today we're going to pretend we're starting with $20. You can start with $10, $5, $50, $100. I've seen all different bet amounts to start a ladder challenge. The same concept still applies. You're going to try to grow your bankroll step by step, one bet at a time. And usually for ladder challenges, you're going to use a lot safer odds, around 150 to minus 200 odds. And with each bet, you're going all in on the next step. So let's go to the whiteboard and see what this actually looks like with an example. And for this example, we're going to be doing a $20 ladder. So for step one, we're starting with $20 at minus 150 odds. This is a pretty quote unquote safe bet. If we win that bet, we're going to win $33, or that's the payout amount. And assuming we win, we're going to go on to step number two. We're going to take those $33, and for this one, we're going to be at minus 160 odds. Win that bet, we're going to be at $54. Then we get to move on to step three. We take the $54, and this one we find a bet we like at minus 170 odds. We win that, we're going to be at $86. And we're hot, we're still winning. We're going on to step four. Taking that $86, let's say minus 180 odds, still keeping it real safe. We win that, and we are at $134. Step five, take our 134 in winnings. We place it on a bet we find that we like. This at minus 160. Now we're still doing pretty good. We're at $217. So we've taken $20 so far and turned it into $217. Now you could stop there. You've already turned $20 into over $200, but we're going to keep going. On to step six. Take our $217. We snag a bet we like at minus 170 odds. Now we're up to $345. Now lucky step number seven. Take that $345 at minus 180 odds on this one, let's pretend. And we win that bet. We're at $537. So if we were just doing a ladder challenge to turn 20 into 500, we just accomplished that. But in this case, we're going to pretend that we're taking that $20 all the way up to over $1,000. And in order to do that, we need to complete two more steps. So step number 8, take that 537, find something we like at minus 160 odds. We turn that into $874. Now we're on step 9, which is our last and final step, where we take that $874, find a bet at minus 170 odds, and we just successfully completed the challenge, turning $20 into $1,450. Now this all looks great and awesome because this is exactly how we planned for it to go. Every time, of course, you want to complete the ladder, but there's some extra things to think about when doing ladder challenges. So the ladder challenges sound great and all, but we need to look at upside versus risk. So the upside of ladder challenges is we can turn $20 or whatever amount you start with into $1,000 or more. It could be $500 or more. We're turning a little bit of money into a lot of money. It's very clear steps. It's very straightforward, and it is a fun challenge to do. People love ladder challenges and very easy to follow. You're just rolling your winnings into the next bet. But the downside of ladder bets is one loss is all it takes and the ladder is dead. Even though you're doing safe bets and you could be doing player props where you're combining 3 or 2 super safe props, things always happen that are unpredictable. Players could have a very bad night, and normally even 20 games in a row, maybe they've hit a line, but you just never know when they're going to have that off night. And even worse than that is you could get all the way down to that last step where you've already, in our example, turned $20 into $800 plus, and then you could lose that last bet. And the longer the ladder, the harder it is to finish. So like I mentioned, you don't have to go $20 all the way up to $1,000. You could do $20 up to $100. You could do $5 up to $100, $5 up to even $50, $1 up to $25. You can do this any way you want. same concept applies. So that is how ladder challenges work. You can turn a little money into a lot of money, but you can also set yourself up for a heartbreaker. So if you enjoyed this video and it helped you out, please smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And if you're planning on playing a ladder challenge, I think this video will help a lot with putting together a ladder challenge and how to structure your bets. And inside Dante's Data VIP, links are down below. We provide you with these most consistent lines as well as the best spots when it comes to defensive rankings and the matchup that certain players have, so you can identify good spots if you're going to be building a ladder. Find those players that might be worth looking at when you're putting together these bets. I hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next one.